Well, this is also an interesting difference between the Secretary of State and the president. The president said, we will run Venezuela. Rubio said, as you mentioned today, that we're not going to be involved in the day-to-day operations of the country, which means he's contradicting the president, saying we are not going to run Venezuela. Rubio sounds more right in terms of what's actually happening because we didn't keep a massive troop presence in Venezuela. And without that troop presence, it's hard to understand how we could run the country, as President Trump said. Moreover, because most of the Maduro regime is still in place. Just he and his wife have been removed, and his vice president may already be taking over, and his minister of defense and minister of interior, who control the security forces and in Venezuela, are more hardline Maduro supporters. It's not clear how Venezuela is going to be a better friend or ally or make better decisions going forward because we don't have a democratically elected government, and none of those people that I just mentioned have suggested they are ready to have elections.
Yeah, and I wanted to share this live look with you and our viewers. This is a live look from Caracas, Venezuela, and what we're seeing here is a crowd of supporters of the Maduro government. And you were talking about the nuances here. You know, meanwhile, Venezuela's defense minister is demanding the release of Maduro, also the vice president sharing that as well. So when we hear from some of the leaders in place in Venezuela demanding the release of Maduro, and we look ahead to this transition of power, what are some of the obstacles that the U.S. may come across when it comes to getting a democratically elected person in place to lead the country?
Well, we have to watch closely what happens in the next few days. Yesterday, most people in Venezuela probably woke up completely shocked and surprised, and the reaction was not clear. As you mentioned, you're showing footage of supporters of Maduro in the streets. That's not what you normally expect when you remove a vicious dictator, as Maduro was. Even after Saddam was removed, there were celebrations in Baghdad, although eventually much of the population in Iraq turned against us and our occupation there. The biggest obstacle is going to be getting the Venezuelan military and Venezuelan police to support a democratic transition rather than to support a Maduro regime without Maduro there, but with the others from the Maduro regime leading it. And we don't yet know what the rank and file of the military and the police are going to do. Hopefully, the Trump administration is making inroads into getting